Atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think a lot's going to be expected of this guy, Rasmus Højlund. I think he's got the heart for it, and you need that if you really want to improve and get up there with the very best. And I see that in him. I think there's an honest character underneath. I think he's got the right attitude. He wants to apply himself. And I think if he can do that successfully, he's going to start scoring the amount of goals he would like.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So off we go then. And it's Neymar. And he's there to clear it. Casemiro. Ugarte. Højlund. Spread it left. Oh, that's delightful. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bruno Fernandes. Højlund. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte running with the ball. Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Garnacho. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Luan Perez. Nice bit of trickery. It's a promising position. Looking to go... There's the header! He will be livid with himself. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Diogo Dalot. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he cuts out the supply. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're off again.
Santos are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Threads one in. And the keeper has it. Now that looks a decent ball. Casemiro. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Højlund. 60 minutes played. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through, so back it comes. Shaw. And it's Casemiro. Now it's Højlund. Santos finding their passes. And it's corner. Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. It'll be a throw-in.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might...
And it's Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! It's in! Finally the breakthrough!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Just eases him off the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He has found the way. Great chance! Got to be quick to recover this. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes